When we think of the Lord of the Rings, there's one character who always moves with silent grace, strikes with deadly accuracy, and leaps through battles like a leaf in the wind. Legolas, son of Thranduil, prince of the woodland realm, and one of the greatest archers in Middle-earth. But who is Legolas beyond the bow and arrows? What makes him such an important figure in the Fellowship of the Ring? Let's explore the legacy, skills, and spirit of the elven warrior from Mirkwood. Legolas is a Sindarin elf from the forest of Mirkwood and the son of King Thranduil, the ruler of the woodland realm. If Thranduil sounds familiar, it's because he also appears in the Hobbit films, a proud and somewhat aloof elven king. That makes Legolas elven royalty, although he never flaunts it. Unlike his father, Legolas shows a greater openness to the outside world, and his involvement in the War of the Ring marks a turning point for the isolationist Mirkwood elves. His age isn't stated clearly in the books, but as an elf, he's likely hundreds, possibly thousands of years old, with centuries of battle experience and wisdom behind his calm demeanor. Legolas first enters the story in the Fellowship of the Ring, when he arrives in Rivendell as Mirkwood's representative to report that Gollum had escaped their custody. He's later chosen to be one of the 9 companions of the Fellowship, representing the elves, and joins Frodo, Gandalf, Aragorn, Gimli, and others on the quest to destroy the One Ring. From the moment he joins the Fellowship, Legolas proves to be an indispensable warrior, using his keen senses, agility, and unmatched archery to protect the group from orcs, trolls, and even a Balrog. His eyesight is so sharp that he can see things miles away. His hearing is acute, and his footsteps are so light he can walk on snow without leaving a trace. Let's talk about the action. Legolas is, quite simply, a combat machine. His preferred weapon is the longbow, and his accuracy is near supernatural. Whether he's picking off orcs from impossible distances or shooting arrows mid-air, his aim is legendary. But he's not just an archer. In close quarters, he's equally deadly with his elven daggers, using a fast, fluid fighting style that looks more like dance than combat. Who can forget scenes like taking down a Mumakil single-handedly in Return of the King, sliding downstairs on a shield while firing arrows in the Two Towers, running up falling stones in the Battle of the Five Armies. Yes, some of it is exaggerated in the films, but it's pure cinematic fun and highlights his elven agility. One of the most beautiful arcs in Legolas's story is his evolving friendship with Gimli the Dwarf. Elves and dwarves have a long history of mistrust and rivalry going back to the First Age. At first, Legolas and Gimli are hostile toward one another, exchanging insults and competing for kills in battle. But over time, their bond deepens. They fight side by side, save each other's lives, and form a genuine friendship that defies centuries of prejudice. In fact, their friendship becomes so strong that after the War of the Ring, it's said that Legolas takes Gimli with him across the sea to Valinor, the Undying Lands, a place where no dwarf had ever been permitted before. That speaks volumes about the strength of their bond. While the movies end after the crowning of Aragorn and the departure of Frodo, the story continues in the books. After the War of the Ring, Legolas remains in Middle-earth for some time, helping to rebuild the forests and heal the scars left by war. Eventually, he builds a gray ship in Ithilien, and with Gimli by his side, sails to the Undying Lands, leaving behind Middle-earth forever. It's a quiet, graceful exit for a warrior who always moved like the wind, fierce, fast, and impossible to catch. Legolas is more than just an elven archer. He's a symbol of agility, loyalty, and harmony between races. He fought not for glory, but for peace. He reminded us that friendship can bloom even in the most unlikely places, and that ancient wounds can heal. Whether you discovered him through Tolkien's books or Peter Jackson's films, Legolas remains one of the most beloved characters in fantasy. So tell us in the comments, what's your favorite Legolas moment? And if you had his skills for a day, what would you do first? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic dives into Middle-earth's greatest heroes.